Hi, how's it going? I'm Gavin, and I go to a small little college up in Oregon called Linfield. It's pretty small, though. You probably haven't heard of it. Anyways, so the other day, I heard from someone they were complaining about the fact that girls these days have bad role models from like Disney movies. You know, the princesses who are just trying to get a man. One thing that people don't realize is that it gives bad role models for guys too. I mean, I grew up with Disney movies, and so like that's what I always, pictured I'm supposed to do for romance, So I walked up to a girl and I was like, "And can you feel the love tonight?" And then she walked away awkwardly. So it did work better though than my than when I took advice from Twilight, because apparently girls don't actually like it when you climb into their windows and watch them while they sleep and tell them that you really want to drink their blood. So on the plus side, I did get her autograph on a restraining order, but I think it all worked out pretty well. So let's see. Oh yeah, speaking of Twilight, I oftentimes wonder what movies would be like if they were made in not the time that they were made in. Like, imagine if Transformers had been made back in the 80s, and instead of this like awesome CGI Optimus Prime, like a Jim Henson puppet being like, "Sam Witwicky, you must get the cube." But with Twilight, like, what if Twilight had been made in the 80s? You would have had like a puppet wolf, and the vampire fights would have been totally more cheesy. Possibly would have been better. But then I started wondering, what would have happened if, because obviously they couldn't get Robert Pattinson and Taylor Lautner to play Jacob and Edward. They would have had to get like big names of the 80s. So I was trying to think, who would they have gotten? Well, obviously for Edward, they need someone who, is sullen, kind of pale. "Hey, man, Sylvester Stallone, am I right?" I'd be like, "Hey, Bill, I'm a vampire, and like, I want to drink your blood, but I love you." So, that would, and then you have to find a good person to play Jacob. You'd have to get someone with nice rock hard abs, And who had rock hard abs in the 80s? Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm talking, "Oh, brother, you must, I'm a werewolf. I feel myself to pop. Yes, I'm going to, I'm transforming." And I'm pretty sure I think his wolf form should be played by Chewbacca, mostly because that would be cool. Oh yeah. So another time, this apparently you're not supposed to like if you go to any concert, dressing up to support the kind of artist or whatever you're going to see, like if it's Woodstock, dressing up as a hippie is totally accepted. If it's a rock concert, dressing up as one of the rock stars, that's pretty okay. Apparently it's not okay to dress up as Jesus Christ when going to a Christian rock concert. So yeah, that's just a recommendation, because they don't really like that.
How did you find this out, Gavin?
What?
How did you find this out?
How to find this out? That's another story for another time. But yeah, also they don't like it when you're trying to turn the water into wine with your. But a fun game that you can play with your friends, or if you ever are not sure what to say when someone asks you a question or makes a statement where it's just like you're supposed to say okay. Instead of saying that, you should try saying, "So, it has come to this." It's a lot of fun. Like, for example, a friend of yours asks you, "Hey man, do you want to watch a movie tonight?" "So, it has come to this." Or, your girlfriend calls you up, "Hey, you want to hang out tonight?" "So, it has come to this." Be warned, your girlfriend might break up with you. But, oh yeah, who here knows about this thing called the penis game? Anyone? Yeah. You say, penis. Yeah, you guys get the idea. Well, another fun way of playing that game is you go into an airport and you do the same thing, but you use Death to the Infidels. So, you start out with your friend and you're just like, Death to the Infidels, Death to the Infidels, Death to the Infidels, Death to the Infidels! And then you get tackled by airport security. And then you're on lockdown. You're never able to fly again. But, it's all good fun while it lasted. And, so that's pretty much all the jokes I had prepared. You had a good time, and, have a good rest of your night.